All right, so this is just a little look into what we do every day. Hello, Mr. Bear. Got some early developers. His eye is starting to open. Oh, big yawn. Oh, big yawn.
Oh, big dog.
You can see his eyes starting to open. It's just a week and a day, so they're all starting to. So they've got some good development going on.
Yep.
All right, mister. So I have a little bin.
Do you want Mister in the picture?
Not right now. And I take the scale.
Sorry.
And there's a little cloth in it for him. And it just sits on the scale. And we zero it for them. And we're gonna take Mr. Bear to start because we've already got him up and moving. And we're gonna weigh him. Oh, somebody's adjusted my scale. Let's just change that back to pounds.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, buddy, just a sec.
Love you.
Love you too. And Mr. Bear goes in. Mr. Bear weighs in at 3 pounds,
Yep.
2.6 ounces.
2.6 pounds.
So I record that every day. So 3 pounds, 2.6 ounces. And then he gets to do his little ENS. So what that looks like is this. So I pick him up and we hold him upright, just like that, for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they generally like that one. And then I tip him over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Generally don't like that one. You're okay. I hold them on their back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, not a big issue for him. And then I take him and his little happy paws out of the way, please. And I will just stimulate between his toes. And I alternate on each. Oh, I know, buddy. I alternate on each one each day. So last day I did his front left, so today I'm doing his front right. And only for 5 seconds, just between his toes. Gives him some tactile stimulation. Good job, buddy. And then the last one, you take a cool cloth that has been in the fridge for about 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's done. And he gets a little snuggle. He gets a little more attention. And he says, oh, see, no worse for wear. He's pretty happy now. He's like, oh, content. Happy boy. Well, that's Avriel. Avriel's petting Bear and Etienne. All right, we're going to put him down.
Mama,
Watch your hand.
Can we hold them?
Not right now.
Can we? Please?
Not right now.
Can we go in?
We're going to do blue next. Stay out for now.
Mama, I'm not going in.
All right, so now we have Mr. Blue. We'll do red next. Because red was our second born. So Bear was our first. Away from the camera, please. Thank you. So here's red. And if you look closely, red is the one with his eyes open most today. So he's well on his way. It's quite feisty. There he goes. Oh, okay. So he's like, I'm not doing that today. No way. Not smiling for the camera. So we'll start with a weight on him. So I zero to make sure nobody's knocked it. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And I'm going to put him on.
Your eye's okay.
He's on the little towel. He is
Your eye's okay.
2 pounds, 12 and a half ounces. So I will write
I can get this. Drop
2 pounds, 12 and a half ounces. Oh, look at him go. He wants out already.
I'm not doing it. I can touch the bottom.
And I'll show you here
It's okay.
how we keep track of all of this. So every puppy has their own little individual record, and the owners will get this as they go. So this helps me keep track of his weight, obviously, but then later on I have for all of his milestones. You're squawking up. That is Blue talking. So I have a spot for all of his milestones. I have a fear record, so I can start doing, making sure when his startle responses happen, and make sure I'm introducing things without being so scary for him. So let's get back to Red and his early neurological stimulation. And here's Red again. Hi, Red. You can see his eyes open there a bit more. There you go. Oh, he's giving you the one eye. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we flip them upside down, holding them very carefully because they wiggle. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on their back. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's quite content with that one. And then we're going to do the paws. So again, on all the puppies I rotate. So this time for him, he gets his right front. Everybody gets the same paw every day so I don't lose track of it. And then he gets the thermal stimulation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he comes off. And he says, bye-bye, everybody. I'm no worse for wear. This was all good. Things make me happy. See? Really doesn't bother them. You can see his pretty face. Oh, yes, he's a pretty guy. Yeah, you're a pretty guy. So he's done. And then our next one, oh, look, Blue's crawling right over our cloth. Our next one is Blue. He's our last guy. He was our third born, biggest boy. He's the one, if you got to see the video, coming head first. Oh, but you just can't get that yawn out. There it is. There you go. He's the one that we saw coming head first in the video, if you got to see it, with his tongue hanging out, and things haven't changed. Still likes his tongue out. You can also see his eyes are starting to open a little bit. So again, this is a bit ahead of schedule. Normally, around 2 weeks, they open their eyes, but usually give or take a few days. But these guys, probably because there's only 3 of them, they were very well developed coming out and doing, as you can see, pretty plump. So I've reset the scale, make sure it's zeroed. And, oh, are you tired? Did I wake you from a nap? Oh, did I wake you from a nap? I'm going to put him on the scale. So he's going to be our big boy. And he is 3 pounds and 6.3 ounces. You can see how content he is. He's like, okay, I'm on a cloth. I'm just going to lay there. So he's 3 pounds. 6.3 ounces. So he put 4 ounces on overnight. Let's go back. And Red put on 3.5 overnight. They're little porkers. And Blue, and Bear put on also 3.5. So everybody's steady gaining, good, happy. All right, come here, buddy. So now we're going to do our early neurological stimulation, ENS. Hold them upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to change the cardiovascular stress on him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put him over onto his back. He's a snuggly guy. He really likes this one usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And today is right front paw for everybody. So we get his right front paw and we go 1. Oh, I know. Oh, he wants a snuggle. Oh, you got such good puppy breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then the last one is our cool cloth. Onto his belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's done. And he's all done. And he feels nice and happy and safe. And he's just, oh, are you hot? Maybe you need, oh, look at you. Not right now. Maybe you need a little bit of laying on that cool cloth, hey? It is 30 degrees here today, so it's pretty toasty. Which I guess we can address. We have 2 different types of heat available in this. Can you, I see that. Can you go close that window for me? So yeah, we have 2 different types of heat. Oh yes. Well, let's look at your eyes. Oh look, see, you're a pretty boy too. Yeah. This is Mr. Blue. Why you got your tongue out? You're like your mom. Kika usually has her tongue hanging out. She's funny. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Again, clearly not worse for wear. Already snuggled down. So we have 2 different types, I'm going to put this away, of heat for them. In the first couple weeks they can't really regulate their body temperature. So, see, everything just goes back into the bin. Abigail, can I give this to you, please?
I'm about to pet them.
Yeah, when I'm done. Thank you. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just put it here for now.
That's a good spot. So we've got a heating pad that's underneath the whelping blanket. So this stays at a constant temperature. It has a little indicator here that we just put onto the wall that shows us when it's at temperature, and as it gets low, it automatically, we have a thermostat hooked up to it, so it automatically goes and gets turned on without us having to worry about it, so it maintains that constant temperature. And then up on the top, this was used more in the early days where they needed more heat and were less able to move to it if they needed it. Up on the top there is just a heat lamp that is attached. It's, as you can see, very secure. My husband has bolted it in so that it can't fall. It's up high, so it can't, there's no risk of burning anybody or anything. And it just turns on and gives a nice warm glow to all of them. And then while that's on, can you get me that, please?
What?
The thermometer that's on the table. Yeah. Oh, look at the puppies for wow, we're doing. They're zonked out right here. This one, the little black one.
That black one?
Yes, please.
Why do you need it?
Well, I'm just gonna show.
It's not.
So in the early days, we have this stuck in there. Let me see where we go. And it just sits down on the bottom, kind of wherever the puppies are, so I can keep track of the temperature. I'm still sleeping with the pups beside them on the couch. They're not left alone for the first, well, so far we're at 8 days. So we're not, we'll turn around that way. So yeah, we keep them nice and warm, but they are now mobile enough, obviously, that they can move around and do all that fun stuff. Can you pass me the binder? Please, thank you. The black binder in the bucket. Yes, please. So I always know what the temperature is in here, whether I'm using the heat pad or I'm using the light. It's right there. And I'll just take a chance here now to show you a better example, now that it's not reversed. Each pup has this individual puppy record that I keep track of everything. So this is No Collar, or Bear. He was the firstborn. I keep track of all that stuff. When I do their nails, when I do ENS, all that stuff. So you can see he's been steadily growing, 9 ounces, 10 ounces. So even though some pups lose in that first one, he's put on steady, always gaining. And yeah, he's getting to be pretty plump. Then down below there, we note their milestones, how far they go. Down, you can see that their tail wagging. We're really close to getting the eyes open. Startle response. So this is the fear and approach. So this helps me make sure that I'm not introducing things that are scary at a time that would be permanent damage for them. So we like to introduce them to things like noises, all sorts of sounds, sights, textures, climbing on stuff, all of that as they get older. And we just want to make sure that we're not doing it at a time that is going to scare them and create a problem. So we keep very close watch on where they are in that fear response stage. Because there's a big one that they go through at 5 weeks, and then another big one that they go through at 8 weeks. And that's often when new puppies come home. It's a new environment, maybe new dogs, maybe you stop at the pet store, which is not advised because of the risk of parvo and all those things. The pup shouldn't be anywhere until it's got at least a week after its second shots. But yeah, that 8-week fear period is really big. And we unknowingly do a lot of damage in that first 8-week fear period. Usually lasts 8 to 9 weeks roughly, and then they kind of get out of that stage. So it's not a long one, but it is a very crucial and important one. We'll have more info on that with our puppy buyers in your little packet that goes home, but what you can do with your pup to help set him up for more success as he goes. Taking a cue from these guys, looks like it's time to let them be. And there we go. Hope you all have a good day.